my channel, The Retro Farmhouse. I'm Jessica, and today we're going to get into making a farmhouse style shelf made out of a few Dollar Tree supplies. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button as well as the notification button so that you know when I upload a new video. Now let's get into today's project. So the first thing I'm going to start out by using is this bucket I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm taking my scissors and removing the handles at the top on both of the sides. Next, I'm going to take my box cutter and poke a little hole and then take my scissors and cut this piece in half. Then I'm just going to take my dark gray paint in the Martha Stewart brand and apply this all over to the outside and inside of the rim. Gets good coverage, you really only need one coat. However, I did have to go back in a few places because this bucket is a bright green and really needed to cover some of those areas twice. Next, I'm going to take the color Timeless Gray from the Apple Barrel brand and just take my sponge and blot this all over the outside and inside of the bucket. This is going to help to start to give us a little bit of galvanized look that we're looking for. When applying this paint, I'm basically just dabbing my sponge up and down so that I get a little bit of the dark gray that shows through. When we end up adding our next color, you're really going to see some of the dark, light, and then the metallic in different places, and that's the overall look that you want. Now I'm going to take my metallic paint by the Martha Stewart brand and dab this all over the inside and outside as well. Next, I'm going to take this cardboard backing that I had left over from a Dollar Tree frame, and I'm going to trace around the inside and cut this out. This is going to become the back of our shelf. I also ended up using the hanger from this picture to create the hanger for the back of the shelf. You could do that or even just use a piece of jute rope and glue it to the back side. Next, I'm going to take this scrapbook page that I got from Hobby Lobby on their 4 for $1 sale, and I'm going to trace it out and cut this out around our circle. This is going to be glued on to create a pretty backing for the shelf. To apply this, I just use my matte Mod Podge and put a thin layer over the top of our backing. Back in place, I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and apply a generous amount of glue to the edge of the rim. My shelf, I'm just going to use these giant stir sticks that I got from Lowe's. I believe they're either 97 cents or like $1 and some change. To get the right angles that I need to create the shelf, I'm just using this piece of paper to create my angles so that I know where to cut the board. For the stain, I'm just using Minwax Jacobine that I already had on hand. And I'm applying one thick coat to all sides of the boards. Now initially I ended up doing 3 boards, but I only ended up using 2. And please note also that you will have a marking on the other side of this, but it's really not that noticeable if you're using a dark stain. I just use my saw to cut these angles, but if you don't have one of these, you can get a relatively cheap miter saw with the box on Amazon, and I'll link that below so that you can see where you can get that. Then finally, I'm just taking a fine grit sanding block and sanding down the edges. Next, I'm taking my E6000 and applying a small amount onto the edges as well as with some hot glue to glue the 2 pieces together. Then I'm going to do that as well to the outside so that I can apply it to the inside of my shelf. Recommend allowing this to dry for several hours before you apply anything to the top of the shelf or hang it on the wall. And here's the result. For under $3, we have a really nice galvanized looking shelf that you can use really in any room of your house. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you know when I upload a new video. See you guys next time.